All right, my fellow Americans, you're trying to figure out where you want to live. You're trying to find a place that's got everything you desire and it's super affordable, prices that you can't believe are priced at, because it is Oklahoma and the housing is so much more affordable than the national average. But you're like, dude, Oklahoma, it's just full of cowboys and Native Americans. Nope. In this video, I'm gonna tell you so much more about the pros and cons of living in Northwest Oklahoma City, and you might be all like, oh my gosh, I gotta call Josh. And that'd be cool too. Ready? Let's get started. Con number one, on and off ramps. You talk about horrible design. Any highway in Oklahoma City, anything, especially on the Northwest Oklahoma City side too, guys, anything that has an on and off ramp, if you're a motorcycle rider, be careful. Be careful. They start to turn at the normal turning and then all of a sudden they like cut a 90. Every single time you're getting off or you're getting on, if you're going into one of those clover leaves, they are horrible. So for all the motorcycle riders out there, or people who don't think they need to take the on and off ramp at the speed that it says take it at, be careful, because in Oklahoma City, guys, con number 5, they mean what they mean when it comes to that speed limit. They are horrible. And in traffic during rush hour, guys, those on and off ramps, they get backed up. People getting on the highway don't know that you got to speed up, and people getting off the highway, because the on ramps are so horrible, they never have time to merge over when they're getting off the off ramp. So con number 5, when you're living in Northwest Oklahoma City, guys, is the on and off ramps. Watch out for them. Pro number 5, when you're living in Northwest Oklahoma City, guys, is the jobs. There are so many businesses, not just in Northwest Oklahoma City, but in Oklahoma City. And because you could drive across the city proper itself in about 20 minutes, you've got access to so many jobs. If it's medical jobs, if it's warehouse jobs, if it's administration jobs, like working for the city of Oklahoma City, the jobs that are available in Oklahoma City are a huge plus. And actually, at the end of the video, on one of the end screens, I'll put our newest jobs video so you can check it out, guys. So many jobs in Oklahoma City for whatever industry you're in. You're gonna be pleasantly surprised at the availability of work that Oklahoma City has at the time of this video. Our low unemployment is a huge benefactor of why you're gonna love living in Oklahoma City. Oh yeah, the weather. Yeah, absolutely on the weather. There's a couple months in the summer where the weather is atrocious. The windows get so hot, the temperature gets so hot in the summertime that it can actually melt the seals on the windows in Oklahoma. It gets atrociously hot in the July and the August months. But that's just 2 months out of the year. And in the winter, yeah, the winter months are pretty mild, like today. For example, at the time of this shooting, it's at the end of January. Guys, it's gonna be above 60 at the end of January. But last week we did have 3 to 4 nights that were down to 6 degrees. 6 degrees, that's cold. That's frustrating cold. And then yes, with the weather, we do have the tornadoes. They are horrible, but we do have storm shelters for that. And yes, if you don't have a garage, you want an awning or something, because following along the lines of con number 4, the weather, guys, we get hail. We get ice chunks falling from the sky that destroy everything. I've had 3 roofs totaled by hail, and I've had a car totaled by hail. So we do have hailstorms. So if scary weather is something you're worried about, I don't know if there's anywhere in the United States that you could live, but as far as Oklahoma, we've got some crazy weather, that's for sure. Con number 4, living in Northwest Oklahoma City, the weather. Oh, recreation? Yeah, Oklahoma City definitely has a ton of recreation. As you can see, this beautiful park that we're walking around, this is the Will Rogers Park, just off of 36th Street and Portland, also Lake Hefner Parkway. This is Will Rogers Park, guys. This is a beautiful park. We've got recreation when it comes to walking trails and parks like this. Oklahoma City also has, if you're above 55, they have several different above 55 only gyms for our senior residents here in Oklahoma City. Tons of recreational activities like bowling, of course. We have a main event bowling. We also have a Showtime bowling center. We've got movie theaters, Warren Theater. We've got Lake Hefner, Lake Overholster, and Lake Stanley Draper. When it comes to recreation, Pro number 4, when you're living in Northwest Oklahoma City, well, Lake Stanley Draper's not in Northwest Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City has a ton of recreation and things that you're gonna absolutely enjoy when you're moving to Northwest Oklahoma City. Oh, hey, by the way, if you are selling, investing, or buying real estate in Northwest Oklahoma City, you might not already know, but I am a real estate agent. My name is Josh Barnett with eXp Realty. For all your real estate needs, my team of agents and I, we're here to help you with that. So if you're selling, investing, or buying in Northwest Oklahoma City, absolutely give us a call, shoot us an email, or click on the link down below and you can book a Zoom call so we can actually do a screen share and go deep on all your real estate needs. All right, let's get back to the video. Con number 3. Guys, remember, these are items that I am thinking of, okay? Everyone's pros and cons might be different, so down in the comments below, if anyone's like, you're an idiot, it's okay. It's okay. You're entitled to call me an idiot. That's fine. Who knows what I'm thinking whenever I see those comments. But con number 3 is in Northwest Oklahoma City, guys. There's Putnam City. There's Oklahoma City. There's Piedmont and Yukon. There's four different school systems just in Northwest Oklahoma City. Is that right? Yeah, and a little bit of Deer Creek too, and Edmond. Deer Creek and Edmond. There's 6. There's 6 different school systems in Northwest Oklahoma City. I don't understand that. I'm not a school administrator, but I know when school is important, and it's important to everyone, especially when it comes to resale, whether you have children or not. But those school systems, they actually add additional value to the properties. And that's not something weird that I'm saying. You can look at the tax assessor and how the tax assessor even assesses properties in the different school systems. The properties in Deer Creek, for example, their taxes are equivalent to the taxes, the real estate taxes in Nevada, in Las Vegas, guys. So Northwest Oklahoma City, something you ought to keep in mind when you're looking at property, is if you fall in love with the perfect property and it fits all of your needs, but let's say it's an investment property or something you're going to sell in a short time frame, say 2 or 3 years, then as a real estate professional, I have to bring your attention which school system that it's in and how that affects your resale. So con number 3, it's a little weird, it's a little quirky, but there's 6 different school systems in Northwest Oklahoma City, and you want to keep that in mind. If you're going to stay at a house 5-10 years, that doesn't matter. The appreciation is going to be there historically. Looking at the past, the appreciation is going to be there. There's no way to predict the future. But if you're just going to be there 2-3 years, then the school system really matters when it comes to appreciation rates. And you can look at that at the different school systems and the tax assessor's records on how they tax the different school systems. So con number 3, 6 different school systems in Northwest Oklahoma City. Pro number 3, when you're living in Northwest Oklahoma City, guys, the housing, guys, there's so many different variations to housing in Northwest Oklahoma City. You can have beautiful, cute little 2 beds, 1-car garages with an awning, and you can pick those houses up with 1,200 square feet. 1,200 square feet, guys, for only $180,000. Only $180,000. Where in America can you get 1,200 square feet, 2-bed with new heat and air, a garage, like a garage, utility room, and an awning for only $180,000? Comment down below if there's places as affordable as Oklahoma City. Thumbs up if that's huge when it comes to housing in Northwest Oklahoma City. Con number 2 that you want to keep in mind when you're living in Northwest Oklahoma City is we've got some great freeway systems, but if you want to use the fastest freeway system, they actually make you pay for it. We've got paid, what's called a turnpike. Some people call them toll roads in other cities. But in Oklahoma City, we've got a turnpike. This was built in the 50s, 60s, I believe. I've got to look that up and put the real when it was built up above. But it was supposed to be turned over to us once it was paid off, but it never has been. So the best freeway system, the best access to Oklahoma City when it comes to getting around the city on the north side, the west side, and then now on the east side is through the turnpikes, guys. But you actually got to pay for it. The cool thing about that, though, which isn't really cool at all because it's something you got to pay for, is you can get what's called a pike pass, so you don't have to worry about getting in the mail every month a letter from the Turnpike Authority, say this is how many times you used it, here's what your charges are, and that way they just automatically draft it every time your balance gets down to $20. So con number 2, you got to pay for the best roads possible called the Turnpike, but you can get a Pike Pass at any of their Pike Pass dealers, and you can even order Pike Passes online. Con number 2, living in Northwest Oklahoma City. Pro number 2, when you're living in Northwest Oklahoma City, guys, the shopping is amazing. You've got 2 Best Buys, you've got 2 different malls, you've got all the different strip centers up and down Northwest Expressway, everything along Route 66, everything along AKA Northwest 39th Street, tons of shopping in Northwest Oklahoma City, guys. If you love indoor malls, there's 2 big malls. There's Penn Square Mall, and then you've got Quail Springs Mall. And if you love outdoor malls, there's that new mall over there off of Western and Memorial. I think it's called the Crossrock Mall. It's an outdoor mall, you know, like you find for outlets. And then also there's an outlet mall down on I-40 and over by Rockwell and I-40. So that's 1, 2, 3, there's like four different malls. Oh, and there's another indoor mall. What is the name of it? Over off of May and Hefner Road. There's another indoor mall right there. So those are just malls. That doesn't even include all the strip centers, all the specialty stores, tons of shopping available on Northwest Oklahoma City. So it's another reason people love living in Northwest Oklahoma City, not just because of the affordability of the houses, beautiful parks like this, but also all the shopping options that you have when you live in Northwest Oklahoma City. Hey, real quick, if you're an agent watching my videos, because I know a lot of agents do watch my videos and I've been able to meet so many of you through my videos, guys, I want to work with you. I want you to have the same tools, the same technology, same training, the same coaching that I have, the same systems that I have over at eXp Realty. I want you to be able to have all of that for your business too. I'm super excited to work with you. I can't wait to take your call, answer your email, or even have a Zoom call with you about getting your license moved to eXp Realty, where we're absolutely obsessed with agent success. All right, guys, let's get back to the video. All right, con number 1, living in Northwest Oklahoma City, and this is pretty much anywhere in Oklahoma City or in the state of Oklahoma, guys. Oklahoma does rank towards the top of obesity and healthcare costs. Now, it could be because of all the amazing food that we have, but it's something you want to be in mind, because when you're around people, the people you're around is the people who you reflect. So if you already have trouble with obesity, or if healthcare costs are already expensive for you, that's something you're going to want to keep in mind before moving to Northwest Oklahoma City. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm not trying to say weird, bad things, guys. I'm just telling you the truth, things you need to think about. Now, we have tons of gyms. We have gyms all over Northwest Oklahoma City. We have tons of running clubs, tons of bicycle clubs, tons of like activity style clubs, bowling leagues, you know, golf courses. We've got lots of stuff to keep you in shape. But something you do want to keep in mind, high healthcare costs and high obesity in Northwest Oklahoma City and pretty much across the state of Oklahoma. You can look at the stats. I don't know, you can look at those stats and find out where the state ranks and stuff like that, but it's something you want to keep in mind. Not trying to be negative, just telling you the truth. All right, guys, you know the number 1 rule in real estate. That's also what Northwest Oklahoma City's number 1 pro is for this video. Location, location, location. All those pros that you've heard me talk about, those are all things that you only get by living in Northwest Oklahoma City, or if you don't live in Northwest Oklahoma City, having to commute to Northwest Oklahoma City. So if all of those positive pros that we've talked about, the shopping, the parks and recreation, all of those things, the malls, guys, you know that Northwest Oklahoma City is for you. You're feeling it. Your throat's starting to get a little itchy because you're so happy that you finally found somewhere to call home. I'm super excited that you have, and I'm super excited to be able to chat with you today about living in Northwest Oklahoma City. So guys, all you gotta do to take that next step is give us a call, shoot us an email, or book a Zoom call. Links down in the description below. My team and I are here to help you with all your real estate needs. If you're looking to buy, invest, or sell property in Northwest Oklahoma City. I can't wait to chat with you. email with you or talk on a Zoom with you. Oh, and that other video that's popping up right there, that's a nice little house that you might be interested in. So check out that other video too. Maybe that house might be the one you buy. If it's still available,